What if your gender actually was not an accident? What if your soul actually chose right before its first birth that you wanted to be born as a man in this exact period in history? Now, every life has a purpose, but your choice to even be born as a man has its specific higher mission that you can only achieve for your own soul's evolution. Now, the soul chooses certain circumstances for it to be born into, for it to actually evolve in this lifetime. So, you consciously made the choice to be born into a man's body, given that, we are also in such a challenging time where, outdated models of masculinity is actually being challenged by people in itself. So in this video I really want to explore and make you understand that why you might have possibly chosen to be born into the masculine form itself. Now, if you're new here, I am Vesh and I'm a men's relationship coach and I help men heal with their traumas, attachment issue, and wounded masculinity in order for them to pursue meaningful connection with women. Now, if you want to work on your traumas, your abandonment issues, and your self worth, self esteem, confidence, and for you to even heal your attachment style, you can reach out to me through Instagram, DM me the keyword coach to book a one on one consultation with me. I will be using modalities like hypnotherapy where we can bring about permanent subconscious changes so that you can heal from all these possible traumas. Now, without any further ado, let's talk about the soul's pre birth choice. Now, your soul chooses what circumstances, what family, which country, and even what gender it has to be born into because there are certain lessons that your soul primarily needs to learn. Now, the masculine collective in itself has a bigger lesson, and it can be narrowed down to an individual level as well, whereas certain people have certain lessons to be mastered. But you choose that specific circumstance for you to be born into so that you can evolve in this path and actually learn and master the lessons that your soul took upon itself. And to be born as a man is actually you agreeing to take up the lessons related to strength, leadership, provision, and even protection, which are not just physical traits but also spiritual lessons that you have to undergo in this lifetime. Now, this also doesn't mean that, you are here to master these things, but there will be tests, challenges, and initiation that you will be going through in this lifetime that revolves around these specific topics too. And your soul even chose the masculine vessel to actually learn how to balance compassion with strength, where you have to lead from a place of strength, but you also have to learn how to be compassionate towards other people. And a lot of men are also disconnected from their emotions in general. If you look at it, women are more connected with their emotions. And you even chose the specific form, gender to actually get more connected with your emotions because that was a necessary lesson for your soul to undergo. Now, let's talk about the soul contract of the masculine form in itself. Now, there are specific key lessons that you're here to learn. One is to learn how to protect the sacred. That is not just about protecting someone else, but it's also about protecting your truth, protecting your integrity, and also learning how to be authentically yourself. The second contract is also to learn how to create structures and foundations so that others can lean on you, also without you losing your own center. And the last contract is for you to learn how to channel your energy outward, where you are learning how to lead, how to initiate, and how to get things done and move forward in your life with a sense of direction. Now, this does not mean that you have to play every role perfectly, but there will be, as I said, tests and challenges that specifically comes in these particular areas for you. Now, let's talk about another important lesson that you are here to learn: how to balance your power with compassion. One thing you need to learn in this life is having power alone is not enough. You have to balance that power with compassion and emotional wisdom. Now, there is a specific reason why you chose to be born in this era as well. Because if we go back in time, men were taught how to fight wars, how to conquer, how to destroy the opposition. But right now, you do not have those kind of circumstances. Right now, we have different kind of problems, and your soul needed this specific scenario to be born into for it to learn its lessons, for that matter of fact. And this one maybe is probably about learning presence, patience, and emotional wisdom. The biggest challenge a man also faces is emotional avoidance, where he is disconnected from his emotions. And this challenge is actually something he goes through when it comes to him being in a relationship with a woman, because a woman, she is naturally more emotional, and she will often complain that you as a man, you don't understand her emotions. This is a fight every couple actually goes through, and there is a reason for it. But in a way, she is challenging your soul to evolve and get more connected with your emotions, because if you're not connected with your emotions, you will never be able to understand a woman's emotions as well. So, as a soul, you took up the masculine form to also learn that your role here is not just to crush the opposition, but also to learn how to hold space for others and also for yourself, your kids, your family, whoever comes into your life. Now, next, I want to talk about why you actually chose this specific time period to be born into. Now, if we look at it, the collective earth is actually in a time period where outdated gender roles are actually being challenged. The outdated definition of masculinity is actually being challenged. I don't think there's been any given point in history where a man has ever felt so lost to actually be a man. But these are the specific circumstances that you needed. Because it's only when you're lost, you truly find your way back to yourself as a man, and you define what masculinity truly means for you. And because the outdated definition of masculinity has been challenged, you are also being invited to define what truly means to actually be masculine in this given point of time, where, women are against men all the time as well. Now, we cannot blame women also at the same time, because the reason feminism came up as a movement is also because women have been oppressed a lot of times, and this is just the collective feminine wound arising in the form of, movements like feminism. But her soul also needed to go through that phase for her to have her evolution. Just like how you chose a masculine form to be born into, she as a woman, she has her own lessons to learn, and she chose the feminine vessel to be actually be born into. Now, if I look into my life as well, I was a hardcore feminist. I'm not going to lie about it. But I went through a journey of realizing that, hey, I became that way because I did not have a man protecting me, which was supposed to be my father, because he was a bit absent from my life. And I had to go to the other extreme and become so strong that nobody can ever hurt me. But I had to be born into those specific circumstances for me to first become that way, always be in my masculine energy, and then for me to realize that, okay, this is very against my nature. This is not how I want to live my life. And for me to go into exploring what my feminine energy looks like, what it truly means to be a feminine woman. But you are born into the opposite kind of circumstances first, so that you can actually find your way to the other end by yourself using free will in this lifetime. Now, let's also talk about how this choice actually shapes your relationship. Now, even before you are born, you make certain agreements known as soul contracts with other souls, where you guys are supposed to meet each other at specific period of time, and you learn lessons from each other. These can be in the form of any relationship, be it friendships, family relationship, or even romantic relationship. Now, romantic relationships are supposed to be the biggest catalyst in your soul's journey, to be honest, because you are going to attract someone into your life who is going to mirror the exact wounds your soul is actually carrying. Now, trauma that you're carrying within you is also a form of karma that you're carrying from past lives. These traumas got awakened within you in this lifetime because you were carrying certain karmas, which you're here to kind of dissolve completely. So she is going to come into your life, and she's going to be a mirror of what is truly inside you and what needs to be worked upon within you. That is why you make certain soul contracts, because it's only when you are in that sort of pain, or only when you are challenged, your soul truly evolves in this life. So you will attract people, especially women, who is going to mirror back to you your relationship with your own masculine energy, and who is going to challenge you to become a better man. And you needed those specific circumstances. Now, these can also come in the form of heartbreak, these can come in the form of, you getting betrayed, and it can also come in the form of pain. Now, we feel pain also in this human form because we have something known as ego, which is here to protect our soul. But in the soul realm, all kind of pain actually draws in more light into your life, and it's all happening for your highest good as well. So, if you lead your life as a man from a place of fear or control, or even having a void within you where you need a woman to fill that in you, you are going to attract lessons into your life that's absolutely going to probably destroy you so that you can evolve and find your way back into wholeness. But at the same time, if you're leading from a place of grounded strength, compassion, balance within your own masculine energy, you will attract people into your life who are going to grow besides you, who's going to even share your life with you in the most beautiful way. Because if you've truly healed all the wounds within you, you do not have to attract another lesson in the form of a woman for you to heal, because those lessons have kind of been transcended already. And another lesson you are here also to learn as a man is how to control your lust, because lust is something men have a hard time dealing with more than women. So it was in your soul contract that you are here also to master control and lust as a man, which is probably also one of the biggest life lesson that you're here to learn. And another thing that a man goes through in this lifetime is also, where he is in a position where he's providing, where he is protecting, but he also feels like other people cannot see him. And he also feels his worth actually depends on what he does. So that's another lesson you have to master, because you have to truly understand your worth does not depend on what you're doing for other people. Your worth truly comes from within for who you are as a man. So, why does a soul actually chooses to be born as a man? For him to realize that choosing this masculine form is not just about constantly doing also just for other people, but it's also about being authentically himself and finding that balance between a state of love as well as a state of strength within him. So, next time you think of why you actually chose this body, this time period to be born into, and why you are facing all these challenges, this is for you to just remember that you chose this for your soul's evolution, and this was all for your highest good. Now, you also have free will in this lifetime where you can go into victim mentality, you can blame other people. But if you do that, your soul is going to come on the earth to actually relearn the lessons once again and again until you master them. So, might as well take this lifetime in the most positive way, go through those challenges, go through all that suffering in your life as a man, and overcome that. Come out on the other side so you don't have to face these same things again, probably in another lifetime. So, I hope this episode was insightful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.